Hey guys, I've been trying to figure out the way to do these intros, and I think that I have finally done it. I think I'm just gonna wing it. So I know that a lot of you that have seen the videos probably have no idea about the goals for the channel. So I'm gonna go over real quick what we want to try to do. So on the streaming platform for Twitch, the plan is everything that we make from there, if we get affiliate, is going to go for St. Jude Children's Hospital and the Ash Foundation. The reason I'm doing this is, for the longest time, I wanted to be able to help as many people as I could, and I've always spread myself too thin, always done things the wrong way, which everybody does. But I just wanted to let you guys know kind of the progression for the channel. And for those of you who had watched, I appreciate it. And those of you that are here for the first time, drop a like, comment, subscribe. We want to try to build the channel as much as we can, so I'm going to try to be more honest with you guys and give you a better idea of what everything is all about and what we're trying to accomplish and the overall goal for everything. So hope you guys are having a good day. Stay safe, take care of one another, and let's go right to it. Most of our travel for our long builds are through the nether. And we like safety, so everything is spawn proofed, sort of, as far as most parts of it. And then the travel is quicker. So Soul Speed 3 is one of the new updates from the last one. So it gives you a quick run across Soul Sand.
Yeah.
And then the old ice travel here is what a lot of people used to use.
Are you just jumping and sliding?
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
Yeah, if you build it 2 blocks high where your head bounces, it increases your speed.
Yeah.
So this is the Wither farm. This is where we get the Wither skulls from.
Do they just hang out in here?
Yeah, these guys do. These are the Halloween updates, so they had jack-o'-lanterns and stuff. So I caught a couple of these and put them in the Wither farm.
And then the skeleton over there just vibing.
Mm-hmm. And then this is the danger side. This is her side. She wants to go in and try to fight all this stuff and try to live. This is like one of the gauntlets that I was talking about.
Oh.
And then this farm, the way it works, which nothing's really spawned, so it's not going to work very well. So here we go. So all of that stuff cannot see her because of the heights she's at.
Mm-hmm.
But if a wither skeleton spawns in, it can see her because the height is 3 blocks.
Yeah.
So it'll track to her, and then she just walks down to the end, and then they walk up those stairs. You smack them with a sword, and there's hoppers over there.
See, this is such big brain stuff that I literally couldn't even, like, possibly think of. Like, how do people think of this stuff?
Well, a lot of it, like, when you're looking at a lot of the content creators or, you know, a lot of the just straight Minecraft junkies like me, is they're working on something and they need a farm and they look up a tutorial and it's broken because one version is different from the other. So you have to figure it out. And these are all just things that I didn't want to wait to get.
Yeah.
So, like, we used to just go through and try to track down all the wither skeletons and fight them, and I just got tired of doing it, so we built this. And then that way I can get them in one spot and go. But the trouble is you have to spawn proof everything, so it's not as efficient as I'd like it. These are all connected, so every one of these tunnels will take you to the different locations throughout the world. So where we were at the house was 0. So this is almost exactly 1,500 blocks. But in in this world, in Nether, it's only 150. So the travel is like super duper fast compared to the overworld.
This is very fast.
So this is the Nether hub. So what this does is this connects, eventually we're going to have it connect each one of the tunnels to where everything is kind of centralized here. Because we're getting pretty far out, like we're getting 40, 50,000 blocks away.
What are the blocks up top?
This is terracotta.
Oh, okay.
And then that's
Okay.
blue ice, sea lantern, and mossy stone bricks.
Mm-hmm. You know, I like me my terracotta.
That's her favorite too. So this is a piglin farm. We just built these the other day. So the way this works is you put gold in this chest up here,
Yeah.
and then it drops him a gold bar. He looks at it, throws it down, and it gives you all these items.
And those are the ones that are like they'll. I might get this wrong. But are they the ones that'll attack you if you don't have gold on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And they hate it when you open up chests too. Yep. But they're all pretty much secured in here, so I don't have to worry about them.
Yeah,
But it produces a ton of items.
it really is. Is there like a set amount of items, or is it just random? Really?
I think it's like 30 or 40 items specifically that it drops. So all the items you saw in the chest is each one of those has a chance of dropping.
Yeah.
But it won't drop like diamond blocks or anything like that.
Yeah.
This is the witch farm. This is one of the bigger builds. This is one of the
bigger builds.
One of the bigger builds. This one's pretty insane.
Oh god.
For sure. It's definitely up there. So this was a birch forest and a swamp. And we basically, what this one was because of is because I ran out of redstone. And I got tired of running out of redstone. So I was like, I don't want to mine for redstone because we spent like 3 weeks mining diamonds. And I was just tired of mining. So this is our redstone farm.
Jeez. I don't even know how long it took to mine that out.
3 weeks, I think. It was partially by hand, and then the rest was with TNT machines. So the perimeter, the way I did this one wrong, so the next one that I do will be a little bit better. But you want a perimeter of 250 by 250, basically. So this one is 100 by 100 as far as the blocks. And when you do a perimeter where you make sure there's no blocks, the efficiency of the farm is like super fast. So that way you don't have to sit there and AFK at the same farm for weeks or whatever. You can just, and that's what I'm starting to do all the new farms with, is like a 1 or 2 time shot, and then I don't have to go there no more, just for looks, pretty much.
Yeah.
But this one is pretty intense as far as the way it's built. So it's kind of hard to see, but up there is what's called a shifting floor.
Yeah.
So a witch will spawn, and the floor has string on it, so it detects when a witch spawns. So it'll move the floor back and forth and force them to fall through, and then they fall all the way down, hit the hoppers, and then it goes into another sorting system downstairs.
And so, did witches only spawn in like a certain place?
Well, they can spawn anywhere in the overworld, but to get a specific witch spawn is a witch hut. So if you've ever been through a swamp, if you get lucky enough, because they're kind of rare, there can be a cabin that spawns in the middle of it, and it have one witch and one cat. So that hut is only specifically for witch. Beandow Man, thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. So with the witch farms, as far as those go, you have to build them where the hut is. So you're kind of limited on what you can do as far as locations. But yeah, the witch farm produces redstone, glowstone, sugar, glass bottles, spider eyes, sticks, and bones. And the reason it does bones is because it's kind of a mixture of biomes. So it had like a little sliver of a river in it. So I get like a random skeleton every now and then.
So so did you really just build the witch hut around this?
Yeah. Well, the witch hut is the spot where you have to build it. So we had the witch hut that generated, and we just blew up everything around it. And I kept the coordinates of where the witch hut size was, and then we just built the system above here, and then we built the blackstone and everything around it.
Yeah.
And then this, as far as this location, is going to be one of the parts of we have another project. This is the big project, is the museum. So we're going to take every mob in the game and every variation of each mob in the game and put them on display.
Oh.
Just like these guys, which takes a long time. This is customized over here pretty much from this little waterfall over. We built all this and customized all this terrain. This is all terraformed.
Yeah.
And then
Wait. Y'all built that?
the mountains were here as far as these bigger mountains, but this from pretty much halfway down the mountain down we've built.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's still insane.
And then this is the 10,000 days project will be right there where that ravine is. And then we built pretty much AFK platforms on all the farms. So you want to go 128 blocks up
And you just sit here
and just sit
for
here
a while.
and just let the farm run and just let it go. So her house is where the nether hub is.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to be basically where the villagers are going to be. So because the nether hub connects everything, we're going to put a villager farm here. And then set up a railway system to cart villagers to any location we need through the nether. And
Wait,
then,
so do you both have separate houses from the mansion?
she does. I pretty much consider the mansion my house just because I don't have time to build another house that size again.
Yeah.
But this is all her house here. And I've played the entire time. We both just learned that you can make these the other day. But this is basically spawn proof all the way around her house, and then it's still kind of under construction, but what we're going to do eventually is all the stone is going to change out for green glass. And then we're eventually going to set up some kind of transportation system for her to be able to access pretty much wherever she wants to go quickly.
Okay, this is dope.
Yeah, this is all her. There was a little mountain with a tree, and I showed up one day, and she was like, "This is my house." I was like, "Okay." And then I came back like a day later, and there was nothing there, and she was like, "I got mad, and it was in my way." I was like, "Okay." Farm. I forgot about the dog farm.
What do you do at the dog farm, or is it just because dogs?
Just because dogs.
That's something I do.
You know, but these protect you. Like if you have mobs come in, they'll help protect you if you get attacked. Or like if I was to punch her, they would all try to kill me.
See, this is more along the lines of my type of farm.
We had a cow farm once. And then it turned into not.
I'm at this point infatuated.
So the nether hub that you saw, this is her house. That's how close it is. So if you saw how...
This is the part that is blowing my mind, that you guys, I feel like you went into the portal on the opposite side, so far away, and then it just doesn't feel like that long of a distance.
That's your nether side. That's the big difference with the nether side. That's why all our travel is made through the nether now, because it's just...
And it makes you realize it, like, that it actually is, like, the ratios of it is crazy.
Oh yeah, like we have the farthest like actual established location that we have that we still don't need to do work and connect to is 26,000 blocks away, and it's the ice village that we found. So this is the portal to first house, which is I'm not worried about it too much.
Yeah.
But this is where the original section started, and then on the other side of this is what we call the panic tunnel.
Why is it the panic tunnel?
Because me and my buddy Saucy were in here, and like it was like gassed after gassed after gassed, and like just everything trying to kill us. So I was doing the wither farm and trying to get like wither skulls for a beacon, and he was getting like just blasted the whole time. So he's like, "That's it, I'm building a tunnel," and he built this tunnel like a mile long, and it's just random. Like it's not solid or nothing. It's just whatever he had in his hand to build the panic tunnel. So we rocked it for a little bit, and then I eventually turned it into this. So this is the Guardian tunnel. This is probably one of my favorite builds that I've done as far as design wise.
Oh yeah, this is dope.
And then pretty much everything is rocket travel. So that's basically how the nether is going to be designed from here on out. So like what you saw first was like the first initial travels, and then eventually everything's going to be like this. So the tunnels are based on the items that you're going for the farms, so that way you can kind of know where you're going. So this is all prismarine and sea lanterns and stuff you get from the Guardian farm. And this one's like 2,000 or 3,000 blocks away from the house.